Let's keep it rolling. What do we got next, Dom? Adam Arpin with a two-parter. And by the way,
I left him in MASH.
Adam is in the live studio audience right now.
I loved you. Why are we on him?
Adam Arpin, he is in the live studio ad.
No, I'm just saying, why are we talking like Harry Carey?
Adam in CT82, that's his Twitter handle.
What if his testicles were made of cheese?
He said, first, in 2002, we saw the WWF try to revive the NWO and fail miserably. Looking back, what could have been done differently to make Hogan, Hall, Nash, and X-Pac hated again, where they could have lived up to being the poison Vince spoke of? All right, so let's answer that, and then we'll come back to his second part.
What was the question? I immediately shut down when he said, sometimes words matter. Read it again for me.
When he 2002, said, miserably. Failed. Miserably. Looking back, what could have been done differently, you think, to get them hated, and where they could have been that poison that Vince spoke?
Yeah, I don't know, to be quite honest with you. I didn't know that it failed miserably because I was like on a bunch of dope and working for TNA at the time. But like I'm sure they could have done more to be. But look, you also, when you get back there at that level, you also don't really want to be hated too much because the merchandise is really good. So how much heat were those guys willing to have on them? Might have played a role, and I don't know the answer to that question. I'm just throwing that out there because look, when you talk about those guys, you talk about guys that had their finger on the pulse of not only what was going on outside the curtain, but what was going on behind it, and they had some creative say so. So then you wonder, maybe they didn't want to be the biggest heels in the world. You know what I mean? And I don't, again, that's purely speculation and sensationalizing so that people will hate me on the internet.
Let's see the second part of that question. Follow up, if you had been right at that time, do you believe once Hogan turned babyface at WrestleMania 18, there would have been a push to revive DX with the additions of Hall and Nash to yourself, Billy, Pac, Triple H, and soon to return Shawn Michaels as a way of moving on from the
and
NWO.
Shawn turns on us.
Woo!
Shawn turns on.
That would have been a fun what if, right?
Yeah, no. Look, and that's what it is. It's fun to look back and go, how could we have done it? I don't know. I see sometimes that as an exercise in futility. I think it is helpful from a historic standpoint because look, I'd say all the times we would bite stuff from the past creatively. We'd have a couple of guys that could just say, oh yeah, Dusty and so-and-so did that in 86 down in North Carolina. And you go like, oh really, what'd they do? And you go like, oh crap, we're going to do exactly that, but we'll have him say this and we'll do, you know what I mean? Like you kind of, so I love thinking about what could have been, but it's so much cooler to think about what can be.
Nicely done.